In dramatic fashion, the Ohio State Buckeyes will play for the national championship after beating Texas at the Cotton Bowl, at J-World, and showing what they're made of. My goodness, what a game. What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. If this is your first time watching the #1 college football show, welcome, subscribe, ring the bell. You know what? The hell with it. Hell of a game. Just top to bottom, all right? From the jump, it looked like Ohio State was about to rout this Texas team. Like they had seen on film what we had seen on television for the last 2 weeks. This team does not feel like it's good enough to play for a national championship. They have squeaked by Arizona State. They played a bad Clemson. It didn't feel like the best team was the one that showed up against the Georgia Bulldogs. They were able to pull off a win against them in the SEC championship without the starting quarterback. Meanwhile, the Buckeyes had stomped out Tennessee. Then they get to the next round. They stomp out their opponent there too. The #1 ranked Oregon Ducks. But here, after going up 7-0, all of a sudden, Texas said, no, we ain't going out like that. We're not going out like that. We got heart too. We got heart too. They are getting harassed at the quarterback position. 3 sacks in that first half of Quinn Ewers. But you know what? The defense for Pete Kwiatkowski, they're showing up, baby. You get the pick on Will Howard. You're making that man run around. His feet are never set. And yet and still, Quinshon Judkins is out there going, no, it's going to take 1, 2, 3 men to pull me down. And by the time we get to the fourth quarter, we got what we want, baby. We got ourselves a ball game. It is 14 up. Buckeyes get the ball back. They have been stagnant. Feels like Will Howard is throwing the ball to everybody but Jeremiah Smith because he is. Emeka Egbuka, my God, just being lights out. Carnell Tate being lights out. G. Scott making plays. Never mind, Travion Henderson had the 75-yard touchdown to give them the go-ahead lead with seconds left in the first half. We're going to forget that dude even plays football because we're not going to throw him the ball. We're not going to hand him the ball. We're going to put it in G. Scott's hands, Emeka Egbuka hands, Will Howard hands, and we're going to see what we can do. 4th and 2. You've had the ball for the better part of 7 minutes. It feels like if you do not pick up this first down, Texas is going to take the ball from you. And they're going to take it right down the squad, and they're going to take their lead, and they're never going to get it back. You got to have it, baby. You got to have it. Anthony Hill didn't like what he saw. You get the timeout. Coming out the timeout, they got the shot right there on Will Howard. We could see him barking to his soldiers. You could see how bad he wanted it. And you know what Chip Kelly and Ryan Day did? Say, hey, Will, we're going to put this in your hands. We're going to give this to you, baby, okay? We're going to go trips to the field, and we're going to give you one-on-one, man-on-man. We're going to put a hat on a hat, and then we're going to pull this guard, and you're going to come right off his backside, and you're going to shoot right through the A-gap. And my goodness, if that boy didn't come, cut, get upfield. Man would have gone for 6 if he didn't turn into Daniel Jones. My goodness, man, the ghost of Daniel Jones chipping up Will Howard. But his mama, she couldn't take it. She was turning around in the stands. She burying her face because, my goodness, my baby boy, on 4th and gotta have it. 4th and for your life, baby. 4th and for can we keep playing football? He says first down. But it ain't over yet. You still got to get in. You still got to score. You got to find a way to get into that end zone. Maybe Carnell Tate dropping what would have been a receiving touchdowns in your head. Maybe you're just thinking, hey, we're going to have to do it this way. But you know what? They got a Quinshon Judkins. And for once, my God, that boy started playing like he does when you got him in EA 25. You can't tackle that man in the video game. And he said, you know what? Today, I'm the video game. Today, you can't tackle me. Today, we're getting into that end zone. You go up 21-14, 13 plays, 8 minutes off the clock. But Texas get the ball back. And you know what? Quinn Ewers is feeling it. Gunnar Helm is feeling it. He's so feeling it, he shucks off Caleb Downs. I don't give a damn about no All-American. I don't give a damn about no second on the Jim Thorpe Award. I'm going to throw you to the ground point and pick up 15 yards. Don't matter. We're going right back to it, baby. Quintravion Wisner's feeling himself. We running the football. We making it happen. You get down inside the 5. You get the pass interference. You get the pass interference. You got 4 opportunities to get into that end zone from your own 2-3 yard line. You run the ball. And I get you not, Caleb Downs, who said, I'm not the player that I was when Gunnar Helm threw me down just 3 plays ago. I'm going to shoot the gap. Shot it. Got the 7-yard loss. My God, it's 4th down. No, Steve Sarkisian says we got 2 minutes, 29 seconds on the clock. We can't court to get no field goal. We don't trust the field goal kicker. We can't. We got to go try to get 6. Good Lord. Jack Sawyer. Ah! First he gets his hand on the ball, forced the air pass. And then on fourth, they got to have it. Strip, sack, fumble, pick it up, scoop and score. The man is looking from left to right. Who's going to catch me? Nobody, 33. It's you, baby. Pickerton North, stand up. 4th down inside your own 5. These Buckeyes said, hey, no. Nobody does that to us. We stop Penn State. We'll stop you. This is our land. I see this in the comments when people be coming at me strange. You're on my land. And on my land, that's just not how we gonna get down. Or to quote my man's John Dutton, this is America. We don't share land. The Buckeyes said this is ours. You got into it twice. We're not letting you in again. And not only that, I am going to go and I'm going to treat you like the Alamo. I'm going to take what's yours. I'm going to go and I'm going to treat you like the United States did Texas back in the day. You're annexed now. You're mine. We own you. Will Howard had never beaten Texas. How do you like him now? How do you like him now? It didn't even take the best Will Howard performance to go and beat the Longhorns. Meanwhile, Texas gets to the Final Four for a second straight year. And you know what? Oklahoma pops up. That's right. I brought him up. That's right. Rent free. Rent free. My goodness. I could not be more excited for these Buckeyes, man. These boys have wanted it in the worst way. They got embarrassed at Autzen 32-31. It's a game they weren't supposed to win. They were supposed to announce themselves. That was supposed to be a coronation. They got embarrassed by the Michigan Wolverines, who they still ain't beat. 4 years, no matter. People are calling for Ryan Day's head. People are talking about Chip Kelly and what he's not doing. Will Howard, is he the guy? December comes around. And you get Tennessee at home. Tennessee, who thinks that they somebody. No, sir, we're going to put 42 on your skull. Going to turn right around, going to put 41 on Oregon's skull. Yeah, it got tighter. Yeah, it got to be a little bit more difficult. But when it's desperation, man, desperation beats desire. I don't care what you desire. Hell, I desire. We all desire. Not enough of us are desperate. You desire to win, you can do other things. You know, you can have a girlfriend that cares about it, understands, or you can push her off to the side, say, baby, I'm at work. You can have someone who doesn't believe in you like you think you should be believed in, and you're in that relationship. Or perhaps you just think that football's hard, because it is. It's difficult. It's hard. Life is difficult. Life is hard. I tell this to the kiddos. Told this to a bunch of Penn State players. You can have anything in this world if you want it bad enough. That's true. But what they do not tell you is what else are you willing to give up to have that one thing? This season, unlike any other, has been a saga. It has been a slog for some. But I keep reminding the kids, this is as close as we get to the classics, baby. You're as close as we get to Odysseus on his return. You're as close as we get to Jason chasing the Golden Fleece with the Argonauts. You're as close as we get to your Aristeia. This is your chance at immortality. This is how we remember heroes. Be brave and go make a name for yourself, and don't be afraid of what you're going to have to leave behind. You got to be willing to leave it behind. You got to be willing to go out there and come up empty. You have to be courageous in your desperation to do what you must. The pick at the end seals it, but the game was won before then. You got one more, Ohio State. You got Notre Dame. They want it as bad as you do, baby. Who's more desperate? Who's going to wake up in the morning and get back to work? You got 9 days. 9 days. Not just 9 days And then you can be the dream. You can have it. It can be yours. Chase it. And don't let anybody get in your way.